How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be making my push towards World Series. I think we have until around April 13th before the ranked season ends, and we'll start up all over again with the brand new World Series reward. But I am trying to unlock this Juan Pierre. I'm trying to unlock either him or Rogers Hornsby. I think that they are selling for a little bit more than Adley Rutschman. There we made an incredible play with Tatis in the first inning, but I've been having to face this Corey Kluber for a few times here. I wanted to jump ahead and include some highlights. So we're in the bottom of the second, and we go deep with Juan Soto there. That was a pretty good pitch. Still the same inning, bottom of the second with 2 down, 2-1 count to Fernando Tatis. Not only did he rob the opponent of a base hit and a run scored in the first inning, but he hits a solo shot to go up 2-0 right there. So that's a pretty important play. Later in the game, top of the third, very next inning, opponent gets something going here. He has a man on second and first with 2 down. So we need to get this out. Face of the franchise, Blake Snell up at the plate. And Freddie Freeman always destroys me in MLB The Show. He just, early game cycle, finest Freddie Freeman, whatever the case is, he has always done really well against me in any video game. But now we have Eugenio Suarez up at the plate. I'm trying to... I thought about taking out Blake Snell right there. I thought about taking him out, even though it's the 4th inning. I was having a tough time locating with him. 58 pitches in already. I ended up taking him out shortly after that game-tying home run. This play I thought was rather interesting. Alberto Mondesi hits one to shallow center field. I almost did not get the play. I almost didn't get an out right there. I almost didn't make the play because I throw cancel with Juan Soto in left field. That guy can be a little bit of a hit or miss in the outfield because he has silver fielding and a low arm strength. Anyway, we start this inning off, bottom of the 4th, with a leadoff double from Josh Bell, and that's going to bring up Juan Soto. So he already is 1 for 1. That was a hittable pitch. I dropped the PCI. I had good timing. It might have been a little bit late. If I'm early on that and I get the PCI down there and square it up, barrel it up, then that's probably a 2-run shot. But it is what it is. I was able to move the runner over later in the inning, but I didn't capitalize on that leadoff double. That's unfortunate. In a tie game, you cannot afford to do so. In the next inning, I had another opportunity to clutch up with a 2-out base hit, and I was not able to get the job done. So that's so far the difference in this game. I mean, he has a 2-out opportunity, and he clutches up with the base hit in the top of the 7th. So both times he's had a chance with 2 down, he has been able to get the job done. And I've had more than 2 chances, and I haven't been able to get the job done here. In the same inning, top of the 7th with 2 down, a seeing eye single gets through, and he scores another run. So big 2-out hitting, big 2-out rallies right there. It's unfortunate that I wasn't able to get the job done, but we still have a couple more innings left to tie this game up, maybe send it into extras. So we get a leadoff double once again, multiple leadoff doubles. I need to cash these guys in. I need to score these runs. I mean, bottom of my lineup needs to pick it up. There's a good squared up hit from Buxton, but it results in a line out, 101 off the bat. Also keep in mind that there was a patch deployed early this morning, and I played these games the previous day. So this is before any patch. This is during 1.04 and not 1.05. So with that being said, there have been a couple of changes. You can now see the defensive icon in the field for your opponent while you're hitting. So if you hit the ball into the outfield, you can see who the opponent is controlling. You can also see their defensive badge out there, whether it's diamond, gold, bronze, or silver. So that's also nice. There we end up losing that game. So that's my 3rd loss of the year, but we end up getting the 89 overall diamond created player at catcher. So you have a couple packs as well. There's a gold Whit Merrifield. We have a Twitch pack because SDS was live streaming a simulation yesterday as well. They were simulating some CPU games. But we lost about 20 points in that last one. We were at 853. We ended up going back down to about 830-something, 832, 831, something like that. We ended up losing like 22 or 23 points. Anyway, well, let's hop into this next one. I thought I might have been going up against Rival in this game, but it wasn't. I don't think that this is his PSN. I thought for a second that it might be. Mickey Mantle. This guy has Mickey Mantle, and he goes deep. So kind of an interesting game here. We lose the last game late in the game on a 2-run, by 2 runs, and then this one we start off going down 2 runs right away. So we need to capitalize. I have only lost a couple of these games in ranked seasons, and now that I'm playing on Hall of Fame, it is a little bit more difficult. But this was a clutch hit from Juan Soto. a double into the gap, and that should be able to score the 43 speed, especially with that animation that Reggie Jackson got in right field. I'm really trying to get that Reggie Jackson card. If I can make it into World Series, I'll get another 30,000 XP, and that will help me level up. Here's Pablo Sanchez, the 89 overall created player, the balanced focus catcher, as you saw me pick him up in previously. But we have another chance here after a double from Pablo Sanchez. We have a chance with Joey Gallo. I cannot believe I missed that fastball right there. It is 99 on Hall of Fame, so that is pretty fast. And the pitch timing window to hit the ball is significantly low. You have to really be on point with your timing, with your PCI placement. And I'm curious to see how it's going to play after they just recently patched the game again for the third time. So I'm not quite sure, but later in the game, top of the 6th inning, we get a late squared up base hit on a curveball the other way. I felt like I really waited back on that. The crack of the bat sounded pretty good on that one as well. But Juan Soto is up, and that needs to be sent out. A good splitter, low and away, perfect PCI placement, and Mickey Mantle catches it at the warning track. I almost got thrown out trying to advance on that sac fly or advance and tag up to third base. But we are able to capitalize the run in at least with this late way inside contact result. I have no idea. That was ball 4, but I needed to capitalize and get that run in. Gleyber Torres is a much better hitter than Tatis or Byron Buxton in terms of, clutching up and putting the bat on the ball with that low vision attribute for some of those guys. But Oneil Cruz off the bench, pinch hitting for the pitcher. Oneil Cruz goes deep, lefty. And that's a big turning point in this game. We take a 1-run lead. Mike Trout up, very next batter, hits a perfect double down the line. So I need to score at least one more run here. I need to have at least a 2 or 3 run lead going into the last few innings. Here we have a bases loaded opportunity. JD Martinez up at the plate as a pinch hitter for the pitcher. And facing Aroldis Chapman gets a seeing-eye single up the middle. And Mickey Mantle throws out the runner at the plate. Gleyber Torres trying to make it home. 45 speed, just not enough. I figured I would risk it right there. Had 2 outs in the inning, and obviously that was not the move. But looking to close this game out. Bottom of the 8th inning, Kerry Wood on the mound. Line drive from Craig Biggio. This guy had a really good team. I mean, he is a silver level something. He's got, the collections done. He has all the live series players. He has Mickey Mantle, Gary Sheffield, Craig Biggio. He also has Reggie Jackson up at the plate right here. So solid team all around. Reggie's starting this bottom of the 9th inning off with a double. I thought Byron Buxton was going to be able to make that play. Maybe if I dove for it, he makes the play, but I didn't want to risk it. Even though that ball gets down, it's a double anyway. I didn't want to dive and risk him getting to third base in that situation because that run doesn't necessarily matter. We just need to capitalize on getting a few outs. We're able to get the points right back. If he hits a home run, then, that's something to deal with. But we end up getting that last win, 4-2, and Matt Chapman pops up in the after-game reward. And this is the first diamond that I've seen, at least on my game anyway, and we end up getting him. So that was pretty lucky. There's a nice 20-something thousand stubs. I sold him for about $23K, made $21,000 after tax, and we end up getting the points right back. We're at 854, which when I started this video, I was at 853. So going up by 1 point at a time in ranked seasons. That's not the way to do it, and that's not the way to make World Series. Neither is this. Giving up a solo shot to Reggie Jackson, down 1 already. He's able to get something going in the first inning. He capitalized on a couple base hits together, and he also destroys this ball off the foul pole with Willie Stargell. So 2 home runs in that inning. It's not ideal. But when you have Joey Gallo up at the plate and 2 guys on base, you can get those 3 runs right back. I squared that one up, sent it out for a home run. Joey Gallo's easily been my MVP in ranked seasons. I've had him for just as long as I've had some of these other guys, some of these other face of the franchise diamonds. And I really think that Mike Trout, Gallo, and probably Josh Bell have been my best hitters from those face of the franchise diamonds. I also really like using Juan Soto. After picking him up, he's done pretty well. But in the top of the 8th inning, I mean, there wasn't too much action in this game. A couple solo shots, a couple big-time home runs for me. And this opponent was able to string some hits together. I needed to get rewarded on this. I needed to get under it a little bit more, send out another home run with Gallo in this 4-4 game in the top of the 8th, or bottom of the 8th. I almost got thrown out there. That was a great relay in there, a great throw from his left fielder. But he goes deep, top of the 9th inning, 1 down, clutches up. He goes deep. I got to tip my cap to the opponent in this situation. I mean, he clutched up. He has a great team. He was able to get the job done. He scored 2 runs, and I end up getting a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the 9th, but I lined out. So there's 2 L's in one video. So that was how many L's I've had from the entire game. So we double our losses from 23, 24, and 2 to about 25 and 4 right now. So 24 and 4, 25 and 4 is the record. I'm going to need to win at least, 3 or 4 games in a row in order to make World Series. So we end up losing a few points. We go back and forth. We lose one, we win one, we lose one. But I end up picking Roy Oswalt out of that 300 program star pack. I'll use him, probably make a debut video with him. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out.